What's up, everybody? Good morning. How we doing today? 10 people watching across all platforms. We got people on X. We have people on Facebook. We have people on Twitch. What is going on, everybody? Who's here? How you doing? How you feeling today? Good morning, MP. The day is going well so far. I mean, it's only 5:30, but how's your day going? What are you up to? Feeling freaking amazeballs today. Getting a lot accomplished and excited for New York. This guy. When do you guys leave? Are you guys leaving like Friday after school or taking the day off? What's the commute like? The drive, the train, bus, airplane? How you getting there, buddy? Good morning, David. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And Bag in the house. Dang, you must have had a really quick stream last night to be waking up this early. Or are you just so excited because you should be heading to New York soon too, right? When are you going? MP's driving up on Saturday. Okay. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Staying in the Jersey side because it was a lot cheaper. Yeah. Well, of course, it's New York, right? That's part of the problem. Like, that's part of my, uh, let's call it hesitancy. That's a hard word to say. I'll talk in the room. Uh, for going to New York. Like, it's like the V Friends Mecca headquarters, whatever you want to call it. Comic Con is a huge convention, so I imagine it's going to be packed and I know tickets sell out fast, hotel prices surge, and at the airport, y'all, she is on her way. Look out, New York. The bag is coming. Um, and I've never been to New York. Family's never been, so there's so much that would be involved with getting me to New York, but I'm happy for you guys, everyone going. Looks like it's going to be a blast. I mean, every conference that VFriends has done or been to, like it's getting bigger and better. Um, so it's going to be, and there's so much going on. Yeah, big cities are not my thing. I enjoy my small country town with no gas station and no liquor store. Yeah, I don't know what that's like, but I love that for you. Great self-awareness, sir. But yeah, Anne's on her way. MP's coming soon. Lots of people head into New York. If you don't know, New York Comic Con is this weekend. Um, pretty much everyone here knows that we're V Friends community based, hence the V in the V Dads on the logo. And um, they have a booth at Comic Con. They have comics, stickers, cards, apparel, you name it, pins, all kinds of stuff going on. And the community heads there and shows up and supports. It's a small island. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So that's this weekend. That's going to be the headline. People going there, kids. It's going to be what a fun thing to take your kids to. I'm really curious how that goes down for you. I think I had read that this is like your first IRL like actual V Friends event. Um, maybe you've done some small meetups or something, but bringing your kids, that's going to be cool. That's going to be an experience like no other. Because I know Comic Con is big, and I don't know exactly what your kids are into, but I'm sure there's everything and more for them to just. You're going to have your hands full, buddy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I took my kids to VCon because it was here in LA last year. Um, with my older girls, it was no problem, uh, because they're As you guys know, they're 12 and 17, so I just let them loose. I was like, "Hey, like, this is generally where I'm gonna be," and it wasn't that big. Um, but when my six-year-old was there, ooh, he was a handful. It was overwhelming. It was super hot, all that stuff. Uh, I could have when I went to national, I went alone. I would never want to take my six-year-old to national. I don't think I would ever want to take my six-year-old, yours may be different, um, to Comic-Con. I would take my girls, but yeah, it's, it's gonna be overwhelming, 100%. But the good news is that once you, tap in and find the VFriends booth and you, locate the people that you know, like Handbag and others, Josh Courage and other people that are going to be there, you now have, like, extra set of eyes on your kids. They start to wander. People that are hearing my voice, help MP out if he needs your help. I've taken all my girls to Manhattan, and it was always an adventure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Everywhere is an adventure when you go with the kids, right? Or just anywhere. First IRL event too. Luckily, in crowds, the boys are really good and stick to me like glue. Yeah. Oh, the boys are wild, but I'm here for it. Good stuff. Nashville. That is overwhelming. Nashville. Where'd that come from? That is overwhelming compared to Manhattan. Interesting. Interesting. I went to Nashville. Yeah, the little downtown, like the bars, like that scene, but that scene's not for kids. Um, Good morning, Mr. Fit AZ. Keeping it fit in Arizona. On his walk and coffee, getting his steps in, doing his push-ups so that he can win the challenge because he is competitive. That's what we learned yesterday. Don't mess with bro fit. Um, yeah, awesome. Kids and conventions. We're gonna need here's what it is. NP, I'm making the ask, dude. Next week, I need you to come on the show. Okay? I want to see your face. I want to talk to you. I want to know how it all went down with you and the boys at Comic Con. I think that could do all of us here a lot of value. Okay? So come on in here, buddy. Ooh, that sounds fun. Bringing some meta classes. Nice. Okay, that's going to be cool. Send all your footage to Ann Bag. She'll help you out. Family is also Sunday is also family day at New York Comic Con. Ooh, that's cool. So you should I know you I know MP was just going up there real quick and he's gonna do Statue of Liberty and some other stuff. So I don't know how much time you're gonna be there, but Ann Bag here is saying she highly recommends you make some time to be there Sunday because they do more family orientated stuff that day. Um, I'm not quite sure what it is. You can look into it. I'm sure you got information when you bought your tickets and all that stuff, but cool stuff. Thanks for that shout out, Anne. Um, yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to go. Like that's what I did at National. I mean, it was National, and I knew it was a sports card convention. I have no interest whatsoever in sports cards, so I just just went straight to the V Friends booth. Like I didn't just scanning and looking for it. Um, Anne's going there. She'll be there a day early so she can give you good directions. Finally meet Anne in person. Yep, that's a joy. That's a joy. She's exactly what you expect her to be and more, I guess. I don't know. And describe yourself now. She's actually very shy and standoffish is what it is. She's not I learned this a little bit more at National, but she is very overwhelmed in the large like crowd scene and she will like break away and go off to the side and have little smaller breakout rooms, I think is what you call it in the business world. um I'm only goal number two. Sorry, and you got to work on your presentation. Um, VFriends booth.
Morning.
Morning. How you doing?
Oh, uh, I am. I'm straight out of bed.
All right. Kudos for getting out of bed and being brave enough to turn that video on.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking wired, bro.
Well, keep that energy going. I'm definitely opposite. Um, turn my alarm off. I think I slept like 9 hours, 10 hours. I don't know. No,
Oh,
not 10.
damn. Okay. Well, that's
Uh,
good.
too long. It was too long of a sleep. So, and then I felt bad that I didn't say anything. I didn't text you. I didn't follow up. I just didn't show up. I didn't want to ghost you. So,
Oh, that's all right. Well,
so how you doing? What are you? 10 out of 10? 11 out of 10?
so today was my day. I think I said previously that it's like every couple of weeks it happens, but this is like back to back weeks. Well, today is my popped up at 2:30, fucking just like bursting with energy, went to work, and I've been in this chair for the last 3 hours or 2.5 hours, um, working. Went through my journals and all that stuff, did my little reading. And then I've just been like in Chat GPT, like going back and forth because I'm feeling a little overwhelmed right now at work with the amount of stuff that I have going on, like projects, new projects, projects upcoming, and just like communications, balls dropped, all that other stuff. So I've been back and forth with ChatGPT about working on some automation and task management stuff. So I paused that for a minute so I can do the show. And then we've been talking this morning so far about New York Comic Con because that's this weekend and is at the airport getting ready to fly over. And MP is heading there with his boys on Saturday. And we were just kind of going over that whole thing.
So connecting families. Sounds like families are all meeting up.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Ann and MP are very excited to meet each other. It's MP's goal number two. Anne gave him a little crap for that, but she still hasn't admitted that meeting MP is like her goal number six or whatever. So she's his goal number two, but we still don't have a reference on what her goals are.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
and this is his first time meeting up with VFriends people. So it's going to be a pretty big experience for him and the kids. So I was just asking him if he can pick a day next week to come on the show with us and kind of do a little recap on how that whole journey was and most importantly how he felt being there as a parent, like bringing his kids into this like world, of the VFriends and the all that stuff. It's quite the experience. I went over it, a lot when I attended VCon last year with my kids.
Hmm.
So figured it'd be a cool little chat.
I'm assuming that means Ryan will be showing up there too.
I mean, who knows? Ryan Turner is a freaking ghost right now. Like, I thought we were friends. Like, I thought you and him were brothers. Like, I thought we like, all of us here, like, we're even this is even being broadcasted to his Twitter and his Facebook. And I still can't get him to comment back or text me or anything.
Do you think Ryan and Blaze just went and started their own podcast and just kind of separated?
It's like the anti V Dads podcast. Yeah.
Maybe
So,
maybe he'll have like a Habit 24 booth. I don't know. Uh,
yeah, I think he's been to everything. He's been to pretty much everything in New York. So I'm certain he will be there. Uh, but I can't confirm. I think Anne will know before I know because she'll just see this dude in a gnome costume walking around. But yeah.
Yeah. Bro Fitz, yeah. I think I have a brother named Brian because I've talked to you a lot more than I've talked to Ryan on this in a few more times than my real brother. So
Brian, that's not how you spell your name, right? I think he spells it
Ryan,
with an I, but I think he
Ryan
was
with a
making the
D.
joke about Ryan with an R.
Well, might as
Good
well be Brian.
good morning, Mr. Feelgood. How are you doing? How's Texas? So,
Uh,
what happened, man? Are you just kids, the neighbor kids sick? Like
oh
what's going
no.
on?
So no,
What
that was
messed your sleep up?
the other night. What was that? Last night? No, 2 nights ago. Just neighbors, infant, new parents, just puking a lot to the point where it was like he wasn't breathing. And it was like maybe 8 o'clock at night. And the wife called Kristen. Kristen went to go help. Kristen drove them down to the hospital, children's center here in Colorado, and just kind of stayed with them, stayed with her, stayed with the mom. She
Yeah.
got home around like 1 o'clock. So just doing a little community caring
So
for
was last night like a recovery night then from just
uh
being exhausted?
just just last night just didn't set the alarm. Um, just kind of a weird needing sleep. I have one more night of conferences tonight too. So
Oh, you do?
yeah,
Like the overflow of like who didn't get in the last week?
it was scheduled, but like I got to be at school till like 8:30 tonight.
Mm,
So
bummer.
yeah, just kind of feeling 6-ish out of 10, little
Okay.
unfocused.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so trying to start
How'd you like the reading? Did you read?
reading. I did read about 5 minutes ago, so did my due diligence. Um, talking about letting go as far as like letting kids struggle.
Yeah.
Um, hard to think about anything that we're letting go completely right now. Like we talked a little yesterday about, or 2 days ago now, about like sports. Like we don't have to coach them through every single move.
Mhm.
Um, and sometimes you just got to let go of the wheel. I don't know if we're totally in like the letting go completely of the wheel. Like maybe we have like, we just got our thumb down on the wheel, just kind of still helping them navigate. How about you? You have a high schooler,
Yeah,
or
I
that
think
might be
I
more
think to some
applicable?
degree, I feel like we don't let go enough, and so I'm trying. With the girls, I think definitely because they're older, like we've let go, but there's still certain things like I was talking about the other day about with Bailey and Brooklyn that I wish we were. I'm hoping that we're able to teach them a little bit more things, like just normal things around the house, like keeping yourself tidy, keeping yourself fed, like hydrated. Like a lot of times, like we'll, especially on Saturdays and Sundays when we don't have any plans, we'll get to like 10, 11 o'clock, and there'll start to be like a weird mood around the house, and I'm like, have any of you eaten? And it's like, "Oh, yeah, I had, like, a bag of muffins," and I'm like, "No, no, no, like, food, like, a meal. Like, you're not intermittent fasting, okay? Like, you need to eat breakfast."
Yeah.
And it's something where, like, I ask them while I'm making my breakfast, I'm like, would you like a spinach and bell pepper omelet?" And they're like, "No, dad, get out of here with that." I'm like, "Okay, well,
We don't
what
eat
would you"
that stuff.
like, "What would you like?" And
Yeah.
I only asked like once. This is my version of letting them struggle, right? Like I asked them, like, "Hey, I'm in the kitchen. I will make you something if you pick it. Here's a list of choices, and if they don't say anything, then I'm feeding me and I'm good." Yes, women get hangry. I mean, men get hangry too. Like I'm known in the house to get hangry. My wife tells me that all the time. So I kind of just, that's why I don't intermittent fast when I'm at home or do that anymore. Really, girl dad letting go of the wheel is a little different. Yeah, somewhat. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good perspective there, I think. I mean, I'm not really sure what I would do if I had boys this age. Uh, I mean, you have a boy, but uh, I mean,
He's an animal.
do you have any reference? Do you have any reference on top of your head right now about like how you've done things differently with Bentley than you have with the other two?
Mm, yeah, it was. I don't think so. The only thing I can think of is, and I don't know if this is so much that he's a boy or if it's because he's the third child. I think it's actually just a combination of it. Like, so boys mature a little slower. Um, and being a third child, as parents, we're not in that, we weren't in that phase of like with your firstborn, you're like, let's get them to crawl right away. Let's get that first moment. Let's see how like do this and do that. And you're like so interested and intrigued by everything and you're learning as they're learning. Whereas the third child, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want him to crawl. Like I don't want him to talk. Like just never talk, bro. Just stay a baby forever. And so I think we had a little bit of that working against us. And so he's a little bit more delayed in things than like I think he should be. Like the girls that we hang out with that are his age, like our friends have 6-year-old girls.
Be right back.
Um, there's a little bit more of advancement in their like character and the way they behave themselves than with Bentley. Um, repair a lot of shit. I don't know where that came from, sir, but order up. Yeah, exactly. That's me in the morning. I'm like, what do you guys want? You want nothing? Oh, you're gonna say no, but think yes. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You're just gonna be hungry. I try to feed them, but look, I gotta feed myself. Girl dad, good girl dad dating conversations I struggle with. Some days no means yes. It's exploration of the conversation. Yeah. We're not getting to that topic today, David. But that's definitely something for another show. And that would be a good one to have David up too when we talk again about dating
Yeah,
and
we are.
girls since he's got the older ones.
I think so. Maybe that's a good.
Get ready.
Yeah, little more waker, little more woken up, I guess. I guess that's a good letting go of the wheel thing. We are breaching the stage of like having a romantic interest with Kira. You know,
Hmm.
like not like middle school first
Yeah.
crushes, first infatuations. Which also is weird because like they the person of interest is also a student of mine. So um it's and like we have good conversations.
That
Uh,
poor girl.
yeah, and I'm hoping that I can navigate that those conversations with her without turning turning her off to the idea of like being open
Being
about it
open. Yeah.
with parents.
It's certainly tough. I think for me, what I've done is I try to think of it in terms of when I was that age and I was dating girls or wanting to date girls or wanting to express my interest in girls, a crush, whatever, how would I have felt if the girl that I was crushing on or wanting to date's dad was X? Like, would I have wanted the dad to be, chill, strict, cool, and ask, like what was I talking to? I was talking to someone about, was it you? No, it was Brofit. It was Brian. Brian was sitting there talking about like when his girl gets to be this age, he's gonna, bring all the guns out and have all the big muscular guys in the garage just waiting for his daughter to get picked up. Um, and I'm like, think about that from like your perspective when you were younger and going, because like I had a couple of interactions with my girlfriend's parents, and one of the worst was this guy who threatened me. And it's like, how do you come back from that? So I see the perspective of like the I'm a parent, I want to protect my daughter, but I also want her to have a life. I also want her to date. If that's what she wants to do, like I want her to do that, and I want her to feel comfortable doing it. I don't want her to feel ashamed of like wanting to be in a relationship or kiss
or
a
bring
boy or any of that stuff.
or bring them home.
Yeah, I don't
You're
want her
saying.
to hide it from me. The last thing I want her to do is to sneak around and like be in a relationship that like I don't know about or my wife doesn't know about. Like that's where you get that. That's where you get them going in the direction that you don't want them to go in.
Yeah,
Because
like
normally when they're hiding stuff, they're doing it with people that also hide stuff. And yeah,
yeah, sneaking out, uh, not being honest about where they're at. That's the only thing that I would ever push back against is the whole idea of like being the dad that's waiting on the porch with the shotgun. Like how many times as a girl dad have you gotten the oh you better get your shotguns ready?
the
Like
most common.
I cannot connect with that at all. Um, that is not me. I'm not gonna throw up this wall of bravado to intimidate a young boy on our
You're
first.
all you're already twice the size of most of them.
Yeah, if anything, I want to be like, oh, this like okay, this dad's into it. He knows his daughters. He gets along with his daughters. It's definitely something that I want to start with, like on a good note, you
Yeah.
know. And like, what am I gonna do if I'm like, I guess the the stereotype is like, oh, I went to my girlfriend's house and his dad was just cleaning his guns on his table. Like, what am I going to do? Am I literally going to shoot this boy? Like, if he does something really terrible to my daughter, yes, I will hunt him down and make him suffer.
It's already a given fact.
Yeah, but
Like
there's
I'm
no, but
I'm her parent.
yeah, but I don't feel any need
Yeah.
to open with that.
No.
That's something I want them to find out after the fact. Like, oh, this guy will pull my spine out of my head if with his bare hands if I do something. So, um, yeah, I hope to navigate that responsibly, respectfully, and openly
Yeah,
with
it's going to be very interesting if you're saying that there's already someone in mind, right? With
yeah,
Kira?
little
That's
like a semi-serious crush that I'm glad. I mean, who hasn't had one in middle school?
what I'm
And
just saying, just the fact that there like is one and you know about it.
yeah, it's not hidden.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
win.
great.
You're not hiding anything.
And like not only that, but like you saying that it's one of your students, that's even more of a reason for her to not tell you. So it's good that you guys have that relationship or that she has the relationship with you and your wife. Um sorry, I blanked on her name, Kristen.
Yeah,
Uh to to tell you guys. That's awesome. It's
yeah.
amazing.
So
That's what we
starting
that's
well,
what we come here for, folks.
connection.
Jason
Um,
woke up today late, feeling down, but This is a Jason win. This is another Jason win day. It's going to be
I
all up from here.
feel like it's one thing I got going well is
I love that, man.
we're starting the first crush on a positive note.
Good.
So
Yeah, you just got to keep that momentum,
yeah,
and
I gotta go.
I'm sure you guys will.
I have to go make some food
It's
and
time.
wake
Guys, that
myself.
was a quick one. That was a quick one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll tomorrow's Thursday. I'll be here. We'll see you. Maybe Jason will feel better. Maybe he won't because he got a long day today.
I
But
will. I should be feeling better tomorrow. So
show up, everybody. Bring your stories and safe travels and to New York if you're still listening. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Later, people.
see you guys.
See you, buddy.